Hey guys, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelsey, and welcome to another episode of AiTv.
Let's get into the announcements this week. First off is the change to the parking pass rule here at AI, which is no longer required by students. Holla!
Also happening in June are the online library workshops, which will be offered for free throughout the month. These hour-long tutorials provide useful tips and skills that are sure to help you with your studies here at AI. Go to myaicampus.com for more details.
And be sure to stop by the open house that AI will be offering this Saturday at 9:30 p.m., late enough to where we can all make it. It's sure to be a great time and a terrific way to make connections with fellow students.
I agree, Chris. Well, now it's time to get into segments for this week, so let's go out to Lily with the news about town.
Hit it.
Thanks, guys. Some fun activities going on this week include the Tucson Songwriter Showcase at Monterey Court. This event will take place on June 10th and will consist of 9 local talents as well as delicious dinner and drink. For location and more details, visit MontereyCourtAZ.com. The fun continues with the second Saturdays downtown on the 13th. This monthly event is a local family fun showcase of music and local history held at the Hotel Congress. For more details on this great time, visit secondsaturdaysdowntown.com. That's going to wrap things up for me this week. Let's send it over to Danilo with the Loft Insider.
Lots of eccentric stuff to see at the Loft this week, including the cult classic showings of Howl's Moving Castle and Bridesmaids, the Loft Junior showing of Kung Fu Panda, and a Mondo Mondays exhibition of Battle Beyond the Stars. We've also got stuff like the screening of Doomsday, The Hard Problem, 5 to 7, Iris, and Strange Blood. Elsewhere, the continued monthly celebration of William Castle continues on Wednesday night with the House on Haunted Hill, a campy classic sure to guarantee a good time. That about does it for the Loft Insider. Let's send it on back down to our main hosts.
Thanks, guys, and speaking of movies, don't forget about the AI Student Film Festival, which will be held the last week of the quarter. Yeah, get ready. Submissions must be under 7 minutes, so don't miss out on the fun and chance to show your work to a larger audience.
Submissions can be sent to TucsonAiTv@gmail.com by June 12th. We're looking forward to seeing your films, and now we send it out to the AI Film Panel's discussion of The Fifth Element. Awesome movie. Take it away, Brandon.
Welcome to another AI Film Panel. I'm Brandon, and today we're going to be talking about the film that we screened at our most recent film night, which was The Fifth Element, starring Bruce Willis. Kelsey is a fabulous film student here. Kelsey, can you give us a little rundown of what the film was about?
The Fifth Element is about Corbin Dallas, who is an ex-military soldier. He is called upon by the government to help them save the Earth from a black mass, which is just evil, coming toward them. He enlists the help of a priest and Leeloo Dallas, who is Mila Jovovich in the movie, to help him save the world. He has to collect 4 stones, and then Leeloo is the fifth element.
Great. It was a great movie, and we just have a little discussion here for the panel. Kelsey and Chris here, film students, they very much like the movie. And we have Lily and Danilo here, some film students as well, who didn't like it as much. And we're going to get to the bottom of why. All right, let's start with the bad cops, Lily and Danilo. Danilo, what could this film have done a little bit better?
There were elements I definitely liked about the movie,
Yeah.
and I like the director's other works, like Leon the Professional and Femme Nikita and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think where this one went a little off-road for me was it got a little too silly,
Right.
and I know that that was the intent of it, but just me personally, it kind of swayed me towards liking those other ones better.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's okay, probably because of its silliness.
Right.
But, I mean, that's just me, and I'm open to hearing discussions that will sway my opinion.
Lily, what do you think about the movie?
Too much neon orange plastic.
Okay. But as far as plot and story, was it good? Would you say?
Entertaining, but thin.
Thin. Okay. So why do you guys like the movie? Let's hear it. Start with you, Kelsey.
I have seen this movie so many times. It's my dad's favorite movie, so it has become my favorite movie. it's just a way of bonding with my family, I think. But I also love the fact that they have different characters that are completely opposite of each other, and it just like sparks that whole dynamic in the movie, like Bruce Willis and I can't remember his name right now. Chris Tucker.
Oh yeah.
Chris Tucker. When every scene that they're in, they're just opposing opposites, and I just really like the conflict between those two characters.
Chris, what do you think of the movie?
I think it's an homage to some of the classic adventure movies. Everyone likes to go on to an adventure, meet challenges, and also it be exciting, enjoyable, and fun. I think that's what we're seeking out in that. I mean, you look back at some of the Indiana Jones movies, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, instead of wagons, you're adding spaceships.
Right. There's a lot of there was a big request to see this film for our film night, and we just want to know, was it overrated? Was the hype too much, do you think, you guys? Did the film live up to expectations in your mind, Nilo?
Me?
Yeah.
I had seen it once before,
Yeah.
and so I kind of knew I was gonna get going into it.
Right.
I probably enjoyed it a little bit more seeing it the second time, but even that didn't sway my opinion overall on how I feel about it. So I mean, I agree with their points about how, you know, it's adventure. There's lots of entertaining moments and things like that.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, things like Indiana Jones and stuff like that didn't get that out there and that silly. And I mean, whether the styles that they chose to use didn't necessarily go with what I like I previously said, but I mean, it's a good movie. It's not great, and I think it's a little bit overrated, definitely.
Right. Lily, what do you think? Overrated? Fifth Element?
Overrated.
Yeah.
Great for a theme night.
Why overrated?
Too much neon orange.
All right. Kelsey, obviously we get to the pros side over here, and I would say you guys probably think not overrated. Underrated or what?
I mean, I wouldn't say underrated.
Yeah.
I think it's right where it needs to be. It's definitely a decent film for me. I love it. Just because it's a good time. Like, it's entertaining, and you can definitely, if no one's seen it and they're kind of like lulling in it, there are some parts that kind of bring them back in at some points. There's always those little tiny jokes that kind of get it. Lily's not saying that. She's like, no, it's the orange, it's bad.
Neon orange, that's what keeps coming back.
No neon orange suspenders. Anyone out there, don't do it.
Chris, underrated or?
I think it is underrated. I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at it, the unifying point of this movie is to have fun together with friends and family. I mean, instead of stretching the tension and making you catch your breath at the end because, oh my God, it was so close and it was dramatic and all the bad stuff almost happened, but he saved it. And you replace it with laughter. You're actually catching your breath at the end because you've just been laughing the entire time. And you haven't realized it, but you're having fun and not only reenacting, but also, you know, saying a lot of the lines with your friends afterwards. So I think that's why it's severely underrated.
Right. I gotta say personally that I think it was a little overrated because, you know, I've heard so many great things about it from Kelsey especially, but I think I need to see it again. So you know, there was a lot of things that I agree with Chris about. You know, it was a family film. There was too much orange, neon, suspenders, and the like. But I'm really excited, guys, about our next film night, which is going to be what? What's it? What is it?
Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Michael Jordan, Bugs Bunny.
Lola Bunny.
Lola Bunny, that's right. Look out for it next quarter. Bill Murray also.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we're going to do another film night, and it's going to be huge. Be sure to check us out. We're going to be talking more about it on AiTv leading up to that. Watch out for the posters and more on AiTv. So thanks for joining us on our second AiTv panel. I want to thank my guests, Chris and Kelsey,
No problem.
and Lily and Danilo. And we will see you around school. Back to our main hosts.
All right, great stuff, Brandon and everyone else. Last two things on the announcement agenda are Java Junkie Cart, which is open Thursdays and Fridays from 9 to noon, and
The bistro menu!
that's the one and only bistro menu. Students, with great student discount and even better food, don't you miss out.
Well, that wraps up the show for this week. Have a terrific week 10, and
We'll see you around school.